All right, Lab 8 is your next lab. We're going to be using FTK.
Is Anna turn that on?
Oh, fine, I'll turn the projector on. But we're going to be using FTK to analyze actual memory of a running machine. Now, in the past, I had each one of you connect to the machine and capture your own memory. But now I'm going to provide you with the memory that was captured because it caused issues. For instance, if Daniel was capturing it right now, and if he didn't close the connection out correctly, you guys couldn't get in. We had issues of some students leaving the connection on too long, and what ends up happening, people wait till the day before it's due or the day it's due, and everybody tries to do it and they can't get on. So I'm going to walk you through how that part's done, and I even have the instructions on here how it's done. But that part's already done for you. You just got to analyze it. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So the scenario is a machine on network's been creating excess traffic. We're going to look at the memory. You can actually see exactly what's running on the machine and figure out what's going on with it. Okay? Everybody do it yourself. We're going to be using FTK 4.0. Now, you can download FTK and do this at home. I started the download first thing this morning, and it had like 20 minutes left a few minutes ago.
Dang, your internet's slow.
No, it's not us, it's them. It's 2.4 gigs. It's literally been downloading the entire day.
So if we do, we should put it on like a portable hard drive?
Well, you probably want to do it on the virtual machine because it is so slow to download this. It's literally been downloading the entire day.
This is just verifying itself?
No, it's literally downloading that slow. I'm getting like 100K or less, then it might hit 180, then drops back down to 90, and it's like...
So where's the bottleneck at?
It's always their end. In this case. All right? But we're gonna bring up FTK 4.0 here in a second, and actually I'm gonna bring that up right now. Okay, on your virtual machine, you have FTK, and it's right. Where's it at? There's it. There it is. Duh. Okay, it's FTK 4. You guys have FTK 1.8, 1.6 installed. That won't do it. That doesn't support this. I'm sorry, you can't. Now FTK.
Has much changed though? I mean.
What?
Yeah, no. And FTK 5 is coming out any day. As soon as it comes out, we'll have it. We have a license for it. Just haven't released it yet. So I'm going to start FTK 4, hopefully. And I did go through and close out a lot of virtual machines that have been running for months for some of you. So if you had machines that were running, you might want to think about closing them out every now and then. Okay. The username for this system, I want to write it down. It's kind of complicated. User. Okay, good job. Now, I would like each of you to go in and create your own username. Log in with user. Then go up here under database, administer users. Create a new one. Create your own. Call it whatever you want. Daniel, Rebecca, whatever, okay? Create a new user for yourself, then log in with that user. Reason is I can't tell who's doing it if they're all logged in as the same person. Okay? Understand? So just create a new one. Then once it comes up and you log in as your user, see if you log in as your user, you won't see all these other labs from people. And you can't access them anyway because this is the centralized database, but like James Finch is up there, it's actually stored on his machine that no longer exists.
That's why you chose them?
Well, no, it's because he never deleted it.
Oh.
And when you're done, delete it. It'll be very handy because it sucks to delete these. It really does. Because it tries to find the machine and it doesn't exist. So now we're going to say new case. Come on. And I'm going to call it Lab 8 Can Demo. All right. Now I'm going to store it on my user's desktop here. Come on. You can do it. No. Maybe you can't do it. Come on. I swear I'm clicking OK. Oh, there it goes. It's very fast. It'll give it a minute. It'll create the case, and then it'll let me start doing it. All right. Now the instructions for doing this are, okay, you guys are going to do this part because I've already provided you with the capture file. Okay. But I'm going to actually walk you through capturing the memory so you can see how it all works. All right, so let's see if it's going here. Okay, it's thinking about it. It's almost there. Yeah, it's not the fastest if you're noticing. It'll get there sooner or later. But on you guys, actually, I'll just try. You still need to use this software. You just don't have to capture the memory. Come on. Now, it talks about the data or the memory capture file is located on file server 1. I also put it in the Dropbox. It's 256 megs in size. So it'll take a while to download. But if you happen to get FTK running on your machine, then you could use that. Okay, there we go. All right. For you guys, you're going to do add evidence, and you're going to point to a file here. Okay, maybe. Okay, and you would, but it's just like it says here. You guys are going to do click cancel, then evidence, click import memory dump. Okay, actually we're going to do this one here. Come on, slowness. Come on, you can do it. Why is it so slow? It's ungodly slow. So you're going to hit cancel, then you can do import memory dump. But we have to actually create a memory dump. So you guys on maintenance evidence, you're going to hit cancel. Okay, then you're going to go. Okay. All right, click cancel. Then under evidence, click import memory dump. So under evidence, you guys are going to do import memory dump right here. Okay. I'm going to do add remote data. Okay, this is a little different. Follow the instructions as it shows on the requirements. I'm going to actually show you how this thing actually works. The steps that I'm performing are down here. Okay? Basic steps, new case, add evidence, add remote data. That's what I'm doing, okay? And you guys aren't doing this. Okay, I'm going to go 10.10.93.53, I think. God, our servers are so slow, and we don't even have anyone to manage them anymore. Isn't that nice? Okay. What's happening is I'm connecting to a machine, this 10.10.93.53, on this specific port, and I'm going to install an agent on that machine. Maybe. Okay. Then I'm going to RSC user, acquire RAM OK. Come on up here. There it goes. Okay, the domain is RSC user. Then I'm going to do add. I'm select it. I'm going to say OK. And it should connect in a minute. Come on. There it goes. It's pushing the agent out to the machine. I think I left the machine on. If not, we're going to have an issue. If not, here in a second. Pretty sure I turned it on. Okay. I want to acquire RAM. I can also image drives, mount devices. I'm just going to acquire RAM. Okay. And I'm going to store it. I'll put it on my desktop. I'm going to call raw. I do not want the page file, and I'm not going to add it to the case either. That way it's just like you guys have to do it. Okay? So I'm actually capturing it onto my desktop, and it's now connecting. And what it's doing is it's actually grabbing the actual physical RAM from that running machine. It's getting all 256 megs. The machine doesn't have much running on it. Okay? And it's a very small amount of RAM, so we can do this project. So what FTK did is it installed the temporary agent. Now it's actually taking the memory and importing it into our system. Okay. So it's saving it to a file. And it won't take too much longer here. And it's going to allow us to analyze it. I'll do a little walkthrough on FTK so you can see it as well. We haven't done much with FTK4 yet, have we? We use FTK 1.8.
Yeah.
Do you use 4? Okay. We'll look at it. All right, so that part's done. Okay. All right, no test, so I can actually close this part out. Now, if I had selected add to case, it would already be in there. But I'm going to do it just like you guys are having to do. I'm going to go evidence, okay, import memory dump, and the agent. I don't think we need an agent on this one. We don't need an agent. Memory dump file is actually on my desktop, just like you guys are going to do. It's on your desktop, or wherever. You guys is actually on that other server. Okay, yours is actually on this server right here, and I will show you how to get cancel.
So you've already loaded it in our...
It's on the file server. And I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to go into my virtual machine, and I'm going to go start, and I'm going to run. I'm going to paste that in there. Okay, and it's going to connect. Come on. Actually, I'm just going to import this one so we can get started. It takes a minute. Okay, and should I? I guess they want me to select this after all that. That's fine. So, okay, so that's coming in. Now, when it pops up, what it's connecting to now is this link for you guys. It's connecting to this file server link. Log in with the login you use to get into the vSphere, which is, Rebecca-domain, that kind of stuff. But you need to put the domain in front of it. If you don't put the domain, it tries to connect to the local machine. So domain/username, and it comes up, and it is, come on, it better still load. Is it not there? Oh, I didn't put it in there for you yet. Well, heck, let me put it in there for you real quick. Copy. I'm glad I walked through this with you guys because it wasn't there. Actually, it is there, I'm pretty sure. Let me try something. There's a link on the desktop. I think this will actually go right into it. Yeah, there it goes. That link on the desktop goes right into it. That one right there, data files on server. Y'all see that? Mm-hmm. So if you just click on that, it goes right into it, and there it is right there. So it is there, okay? So that's the one you need. So just connect right to there, and then you'll be fine. But I imported it into my case. Oh, it's still adding. Okay, give it a few minutes. I'm also, while it's importing, I'm going to move that link over. File server, I'm going to actually go to D. Student Dropbox. Yeah, I'm going to copy Lab 8 in there. In case you go the other way, it'll also be there that way. So either way, it'll be there now. All right, it's adding it. Okay, I'm going to pause this until it gets added. While that's importing, so again, you're going to, there's where it's located. You can add it to the, just like I did, import memory dumped. It's called Lab 8, whatever. Okay, import that. Okay. Now, there's extra credit available. I do not think you'll be able to do this, but there were certain websites that were served to, and there's usernames and passwords. I don't think you'll be able to get those because I don't think they were actually active in memory at the time of this capture. So you might not be able to get those. But here's what I did. Okay, I did those steps there. Then immediately following it, I need to go to Tools, Unmount Agent Drive. So I'm going to show you how that works. Come on. Oh, it's already had. You know how I just added this to case and everything? But I still have an active connection open to that other device. So if you guys had done that and let it sit there for an hour or a day or two, no one would be able to get in. That's why I captured it for you. So now we're going to go in here. Maybe. There we go. Tools. Okay. Unmount agent device. It's ungodly slow. I got to figure out why they're running so slow. Unmount all agents. And that should disconnect me. Okay, I'm all disconnected. Okay. And it does take about 2 minutes to totally disconnect. So you'll create a new case. We talked about that. Call it last name lab 8 and delete your case when you're done. So when you're all done with this, go into FTK and delete your case. What I want to know is what processes that were out of the ordinary. Does anyone know how to tell which processes are running on a normal machine? Well, if you go down to your toolbar here, and if you right-click on it, go to Task Manager.
Process.
Right, you can see process. You can see a bunch of stuff already running. So don't tell me that in this memory you saw Adobe Acrobat Reader. Well, that's a normal process. Okay? I'm looking for stuff out of the ordinary.
So we'll be able to compare it to whatever machine we're on.
Well, for the most part. There's a lot of normal. Now, you're going to see an FTK agent. I would consider that an abnormal process because we installed that. I mean, it's already there. You're looking for stuff that's not normal. If you don't know what a process is, let me show you an easy way to find out. Like, what is dwm.exe? Let's find out. If you go to Google, if you type in dwm.exe process info, there it is. What is dwexe and why is it running? There's normally, this is the one I normally like, the LI utilities, but it'll tell you all about this process. This is desktop Windows management from Microsoft Corporation belonging to Microsoft Windows operating systems. So is that a normal process?
Yes.
Yes. So don't go through this memory and say, ooh, they were running dwm.exe. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Because I've had people literally go through every process and list them and tell me about it. There's a lot of normal processes. Okay? All right. So I want to know the processes that are out of the ordinary. Okay? Explain what you think they're doing. You should be able to tell what they're doing. Okay? If you feel they're malicious, provide information about them. Why you think they're malicious, what they could do to the system. Maybe you find some virus. Ooh, this process is a known virus. Well, this virus can do whatever. That's what I'm looking for. Okay? Now, on this here, so we have it in there. Now, there's a tab over here called Volatile. Just like in older versions of FTK. Remember how you had the graphics tab and the overview? You have the same kind of stuff. Graphics and overview. But there's not going to be much in it. See, they're all zeroed out because we're looking at volatile memory. So you go to Volatile, and it'll actually show you the processes that we're running. When I ran this machine today at 5:55, SMS was running, the Spooler service was running, CodeMeter was running. Now, CodeMeter is actually a part of FTK. So that was part that was installed along with the, you should see the, there it is, the FTK agent. Okay. I installed that. You saw me install, that's why it's there. So when you guys do it, you should be able to see that. Okay. But these are all the different processes that are running. You can also see more information about them at the bottom. Okay. Login.scr. What's that? Anybody have a clue?
Login script.
Login screensaver. It's an actual screensaver. So the machine's got the screensaver running on it right now because it's been running for a while. Okay. But you can go through these here. Okay. You can, down below, if the process has some sort of TCP connection open, you'll see it. I don't know. I don't think any of these will actually.
SCV host might.
Let's check a couple of those. There we go. This one, this SCV host has a 135 connection open, which is part of the NetBIOS file sharing. So that, you know.
It's a Windows update.
Yeah. And what is, let's see, the FTK agent might have, yeah, FTK agent has something, because that was the connection between it and me. Remember, I connected to 93.53 and I was running 40.13. So it had an active connection going. So you can look in here and see the processes that have connections out. Normally, malicious processes have a connection out. Not always. A lot of times they do. So you can go through the processes, look down here. Really, the DLLs and the TCP is all you really need. But you can look through the other stuff as well. Now, the DLL tab up here can show you the current DLLs that are running on the system. Okay.
Is that download libraries? Is that what this is?
Yeah, dynamic link libraries. Okay. Sockets, those are the actual connections outbound. This is a very good place to start. You can see we have some TCP connections going between that machine and this machine. Everybody see that? We also have a connection to this machine and this machine. I don't know what they are. Look it up. It's probably an update service, actually. But go to Aaron.net. Find out what that IP address is. It could be malicious because some of the machine you're looking at actually has some active connections open. Okay, so under sockets is a very good place to see what's going on. This machine's obviously communicating with some external entities. Okay, it's connecting with me. It's connecting with me again down here. It's connecting with other machines up here. So you need to tell me, what is this thing? Okay, you can also see some of the drivers that are installed. It's not normally of that much importance, but what we're talking about here is maybe a virus overwrites your video driver, or you can actually go in here and check and see what version of driver it is. I didn't do that, so you're not going to find anything there, but you could look at that. Okay?
Is it normal though to have the like dysfunction sign on there that something's not functioning correctly?
Yeah, because a lot of times video drivers aren't correct, or a lot of times I tell people, if Windows says it needs to update something, but it's running perfect, like your BIOS is a prime example. Most machines have BIOS updates available. Should you install them? Not really, because you can actually screw up your machine if you install a BIOS update. Okay, so if there's no problems with, even when you go to install BIOS update, a lot of times they'll tell you if it's not a critical security flaw, don't mess with it unless you know you got the problem. So now security updates, yes, install them, but now, I don't like installing video drivers because I've had so many issues with video drivers and sound drivers. You have video and you have sound. You update the drivers, they no longer work correctly. It's like, what the hell? So, yeah, it just means something is wrong on, their valid date and time. It could be that the time's wrong on this machine too. I don't know. Okay, you can also see other, the open handles the machine has, and it should have something. Shouldn't have a lot, but should have something. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Here, these are the registry entries that are currently being used. You can also see the processors in here. Okay. Has a dual processor system. You're not going to find much in there, but there's all kinds of stuff you can look at. You can see the current devices that are connected to it. Which this one really shouldn't have anything running on it. Okay. So, again, what we're looking at is the volatile memory of the machine we connected to. Okay. Is everybody okay what you're going to be looking at and how to do this? Click on the volatile tab, look through this stuff. You really don't need to do anything else here. Because under the overview tab, there's really nothing there because we really didn't bring any graphics in. We didn't bring in any emails. We didn't bring anything. These are all going to be pretty much blank. There's nothing in here. Okay? Even if I click it, there's no graphics to look at because all we got is active memory. Okay? Alright, so it's all under volatile. Just look through this list here. Really, the first three are probably the only areas you need to look at. I really wouldn't waste much time beyond that. The first three. Okay, everybody know what you're looking at now? See what's going on in the machine. Now, let me show you what we're actually looking at. Okay, this machine here is actually a Windows XP machine that doesn't do a heck of a lot of anything. We have a virtual machine image set up that we can just run very basic stuff on it, and that's what this is. See, there was a screensaver was on. Okay? And this is the machine. So it's really not much, but it is doing some stuff, and that's what you guys are going to analyze. So this machine is currently running. You captured the memory on it, and now you're going to look at it and figure out what's going on. So, and if you were to right-click process, task manager here, these same processes you see here are what's running in the other area. So that's all it did. It captured all this out of there. Captured out the running applications, which wasn't much. Pretty much the processes is the big deal. So here's that code meter we saw. It shouldn't have the FTK agent anymore. No, it doesn't, because I removed that. Okay? And I didn't start all the processes you guys really need to look at, so I did before. Okay, everybody okay on what we're going to be capturing on this project? If you download, actually let me show you this. Tools, let me find it here. It's under, maybe not. Okay, somewhere we can change where the darn licensing server is. They moved it. It was right under here. Mount Agent Drive. Well, heck. Somewhere in FTK. Oh, wait, maybe it's in the other part. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to close this out. We're done with this part. But that other window is still open. This window here is still open. Now I'm all done with it. Now I'm going to delete this. Okay. Because if you guys close your machines out without deleting these, then when I go to delete them, it can't connect to them, and it just causes an issue. See how nice and easy that deleted it? Okay.
So Ken,
Yes.
do you need to go through this exact same process, or do you already have a file that ran that you want us to put onto this?
Right. You guys are going to do these exact steps. You're going to bring up FTK. You can bring up FTK. You're going to log in with, make a Jimmy username, log in, create a new case. You're going to, when it asks to manage evidence, you're going to hit cancel. Under the evidence tab, you're going to click import memory dump. And that's the one that's located on this link. Okay. All I did is I connected. See, in the past, actually for 2 semesters in a row, I had students do the acquisition portion of it. But, what ends up happening is you connect it, you install the temporary agent, you grab the evidence, then what's the logical next step? Add it to the case and start analyzing it. You totally forget to disconnect the agent drive and unmount it, and then the next student can't get in. And sometimes, I got 25 students in this class. Can you imagine? Nothing against you guys, but some of you are going to wait till the last minute to do this. You're going to wait till this weekend or maybe Monday. And what happens if you all wait till Monday? Then no one's going to be able to connect, and then now that I can't check my email on the weekends, it makes it kind of tough. Once I go to webmail. So that's why all I did is I captured it for you. The same steps that are listed down here and the basic steps, I did just that for you. You're going to do all the analyzing. I just captured it for you because it solved so many issues. Because I had so many people, Monday, I can't complete the lab. So I had to log in there. Oh, Daniel's currently logged in and capturing it. And then Daniel finally gets out, well, now Rebecca just logged in. And it's like, oh, they forgot to disconnect. And then I have to see if they're still using it. And it made a big issue. Okay? So I deleted my case. And let me see if it's in here real quick. Yes. Okay. When you connect, this is the big if you download FTK4 and get it installed on your home machine, you need a licensing server. Okay? Now, didn't I give you the licensing server back at the beginning of the semester to use it with Ncase? That number 164.58.104.199?
I think so.
That's the address. You'll put it under Tools, Preferences, right there. Internal, it's 10.10.05. But outside, I think it's cm.cyber.rose.edu or it's 164.58.104.199, I'm pretty sure. Sounds right, doesn't it? It should be that one. But if you do it at home, you will have to point to the licensing manager. It will not run without it. Okay. Again, it's cm.cyber.rose.edu or 164.58.104.199. Should work. Okay. But internally, it's already set up for you.
Was it the HW registration key?
No, it would have been a IP address. 164.
Yeah, 'cause I think you had to reload it, remember?
Yeah, we had to reload it
Yeah.
twice. We reloaded it twice, yes.
And you've got to submit.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the exact address. Well, hold on, maybe not. Hold on. Let it connect. It's connecting in. But I don't know if you'll be able to get this to run externally. I was going to try it on my office PC, but I said I've been downloading it the entire day. It's like, I will show you where to get it from. If you want to try to get it, it's accessdata.com, accessdata.com. If you go there, then if you go to support product downloads, then there's FTK Forensics Toolkit right here, 4.2.1, and if you click download, that's it. It'll just take a week. There's download now, right there. Okay. It's 2.4 gig, and that's an ISO file. Then you need to get something to read the ISO files. Magic ISO is free. There's a bunch of them that are free. Okay. But that's if you want to do it from home. This ain't gonna connect anymore. Fine, be that way. All right. I'm gonna close it out anyway. All right, so everybody currently understand what they're gonna be doing on this one? This one I'd say takes less time than the last project, excuse me, because there's not 4,000 packets. It's only 200 megs of memory. Alrighty, that's all you got to do. So you're free to go. You got a week to do it, and then from this point on, we're going to be starting. We got one more password breaking thing to do, but we're going to be starting to do a bunch of stuff with mobile devices. We're going to be looking at iPhones and Androids and iPads and all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right, and if anyone wants to play with their own device and image it, I can show you how to do that. I'll be providing you with images of it. And we also have a thing in my office called Celebrite. It's the same stuff AT&T and actually the cops use image devices on the fly, which I'm going to try to create a lab so you can try it in here, but we'll see at that point. So, all right, so that's it for this lab.